If you fail to secure those documents within this year, it'll be very difficult for you to apply and provide them next year. Again, you don't have a lot of time for the Global Korea Scholarship Program. It's coming and it's happening next year. With 93% grade, 6 certificates, awards, and no topic, nor IELTS. But still, I got the Global Korea Scholarship Program back in 2020. And I was able to study under Hanyang University's Korean Asian Business Studies MBA through the university track. And here are the things that I did during that time that I think helped me got the scholarship and helped me stand out as one of the applicants from the Philippines. Hello, this is Justin. Welcome back. I want to share something very interesting today because I guess a lot of you are wondering or actually worrying how they'll be able to get the Global Korea Scholarship this coming 2026. So I'll be sharing with you key interesting steps I did in order to make my application stand out, be able to get ahead of the competition, and provide some competitive advantages that eventually sealed my deal and got me the scholarship back in 2020. First, the ultimate tip I've been sharing to a lot of the applicants, especially under my paid subscription program, is that it's important for you to read the guidelines. The guidelines will contain everything. So my key, I have this practice. So I download the guidelines, put it in my phone and put it in my laptop. Every time I have spare time, I would try to read and browse, especially the frequently asked questions, because the FAQ actually contains some gold contents. There you'll be able to find some of the questions you've been asking in the comment section. The FAQ part of the Global Korea Scholarship Guidelines contain information about your grades, what the things you can do in lieu of birth certificate. Can you really apply for the Global Korea Scholarship Program if there's no Korean embassy in your home country? These things are very important because, again, the Global Korea Scholarship Program is a matter of we're able to follow the instructions, we're able to follow all the things they want you to do. And the frequently asked questions are some of the things that you really need to do. Aside from reading the guidelines and up until the frequently asked questions, it's also a must that you check the university profile. So my university, it was Hanyang University. There's one reason why I had to check the guidelines from Hanyang University. It's because they requested for another copy of the application document. So given the fact that back then, university track, you only need to submit one original set of documents, right? For Hanyang University, they required me to submit 2 sets. Have I not been able to review the university guidelines, the information from the university itself, I will fail. Because again, if I only submitted one, means I did not follow instructions. Therefore, they will not include my name in the document assessment round, which is the official first step of the Global Korea Scholarship Program, university track or embassy track. It's the university assessment or the embassy assessment for the embassy track. So that's how it works. You really need to check the guidelines from the NIED. Then you jump to the guidelines requested or provided by the Korean university. Now, when it comes to preparing my documents, I prepared 6 months ahead of the schedule. And unfortunately for you guys who don't have a lot of months to prepare, the Global Korea Scholarship Program will be published next week. However, you're lucky because this year it's going to be an online application, so you don't really need to stress yourself going to the consular process, the authentication process. What you can do is prepare the documents that you can request as soon as possible. That would take a lot of time. I know a lot of you guys are wondering about transcript of records, graduate certificates. These things might take years for some people, months, weeks. Before the end of 2025, I want you to make sure that you have them requested or have them on your file already. If you fail to secure those documents within this year, it'll be very difficult for you to apply and provide them next year. Again, you don't have a lot of time for the Global Korea Scholarship Program. It's coming and it's happening next year. It's important for you to take note that due to the online application process, you need to scan each document. Regardless of what process you want to do, the best way for me is scanning it using my smartphone. the iPhone has a scanning capability, so it's easier for me to check the documents as well. But it's also important for you to store them properly with proper naming. The best way for you to do that is through the checklist name. For example, my birth certificate is under birth certificate. So just put birth certificate, then your name, or switch it up, your name and birth certificate. Whichever opportunity that will provide you the order. I usually suggest following the checklist from the Global Korea Scholarship Program and follow as is based on the naming convention, so it's easier for you to remember and to secure and to check where to find these documents in your laptop. I highly suggest applying using your laptop instead of your smartphone again, because it's hard to write the essay and copy paste and such. So it's easier to scan and upload documents using your laptop. That's the most advantageous. Some of you are asking, Justin, can I write my personal statement through my phone? I mean, you may try, but again, there's a limit when it comes to the personal statement and study plan characters, which I'll be explaining the next part. For the personal statement and study plan, the Global Korea Scholarship Program guidelines indicated that there'll be a limit for the character count. Previously, it's about the pages, but now it's about the character. So when I say character count, this includes the spaces between paragraphs, the spaces between words, and even punctuation marks are also counted as character, which is making it very difficult for you to write a very succinct personal statement, limiting to 5,000 characters. So if you want tips, tricks on how you'll be able to write your personal statement, you may follow some of my videos, or you may join my paid subscription program in the T app. I have a paid subscription program there for personal statement and study plan writing. So it's important for you to not just write a compelling personal statement and study plan, but also to provide clarity and answer to the guide questions like your background, your motivation, why you want to apply for the scholarship program, the things that make you different, your something that changed. There's a pivot, there's a story. And I'll be explaining to you the 4 P's of effective personal statement writing for the Global Korea Scholarship Program in the next few videos, which I used as a system alongside with mind mapping and SWOT analysis. I tried to deal with the personal statement and study plan in a very business way, addressing some of this using a SWOT analysis to identify my strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. At the same time, matching it with mind mapping, it gave me the scholarship. One of the key information that you have to take note of is for the Global Korea Scholarship Program, it's important that you really know what you want to study. Just saying marketing is very broad. Just saying biomedical engineering, it's very broad. Saying arts, it's very broad. You really have to specify. Aside from what is indicated in the school would just indicate, for example, Korean Asian Business Studies MBA. But for my personal statement, I specified that I wanted to study social entrepreneurship. This kind of thinking, or probably explanation, I think got me the scholarship. Because again, after reading my personal statement, they were able to identify what I want to do. And they were able to identify how I'll be able to do that. I want to study social entrepreneurship. How I'll be able to do that? By knowing the startup culture in South Korea, participating or probably finding internship. These things are actionable items, and it's easier for them to see where I will be at 5 years from now, 10 years from now. That's the most important thing. The Global Korea Scholarship Program, especially the reviewers, don't like ambiguity. They don't like vague statements. They don't like statements that are very shallow in a sense, and there's no depth. Again, the Global Korea Scholarship Program wants depth. They want understanding on what you want to do and explaining it in a way that it's not difficult to comprehend, yet very easy to follow. That's how it works. That's probably a winning formula. Very specific, very actionable. That's how I got the Global Career Scholarship Program back in 2020. Follow these steps if you want to get the advantage. And again, preparation is king. Quality is queen. That's my motto for the Global Career Scholarship Program. If you want more content about the Global Career Scholarship Program, knowing how to apply, things about the schedule and game plan, how to differentiate embassy and university track, I can remake my previous videos about the Global Career Scholarship Program, probably aligning it with the updated guidelines. But till then,